Moylan.
My Lord, since being introduced to your Lordship's house last week, I've been treated with generosity and kindness by noble lords on all sides of the House. I'm particularly indebted to my two supporters, the noble lords, Lord St John of Bletsoe and Lord Borwick, and to all of the staff who've been so helpful since I appeared here, not least and especially the doorkeepers. My Lords, many people can point to a career which is a sort of linear progression, whereas mine has been more a series of happy stumbles. At the core of it is 28 years spent in local government, something I stumbled into in 1990, becoming a councillor at that stage, and that gave me the opportunity to have an insight into much of the hidden infrastructure, the amenities that make our civilised life so possible. Everything from waste disposal, parks management, roads, railways, aviation, all of them important to us, all of them fascinating operating businesses in their own right. In 2008, the Conservative candidate was elected Mayor of London, and he asked me to be the Deputy Chairman of Transport for London. And there was a great deal to learn there as well, not only about the operation of railways, but also about tunnelling and construction, and most painfully of all, automatic signalling. Meanwhile, back at my local authority, I was writing a local plan and promoting development and new housing. And now, my Lords, I've stumbled into your Lordship's house. And I hope, while I'm here, to be able to draw on my experience to give support to the government as it pursues an ambitious and very necessary infrastructure strategy for the country. And I also, I should say, will be very keen to support the government as it manages our exit from the European Union, and in such a way as to make us a properly self-governing country. Turning to the matter in hand at the moment, many noble lords have spoken wisely. It is a matter of immense difficulty and delicacy for the government at this stage to deal with this pandemic. At some point, it will need to stand back and tell us that we can make our own decisions again. That moment isn't now, but we must hope it is not delayed too long or beyond the point that is good for us. For now, however, I'm content to support this measure.
Lord Monaghan.
My Lords, I'm delighted to have this opportunity to congratulate my noble friend Lord Moylan on his maiden speech in your Lordship's house. Delivered in record time, he was unable to do justice to his considerable achievements. I had the pleasure of knowing my noble friend when up at Oxford. His presidency of the Oxford Union provided a platform for him to display outstanding intellect and considerable debating skills, which he has put to good use in city and local government for many decades. Despite his modesty, he has never stumbled, but moved seamlessly from challenge to challenge as a natural leader of people with strength of purpose, a deep knowledge of the local government challenges to be faced, and above all, an instinctive ability to understand how local government impacts the lives of local people, a subject very relevant to today's business before the House. I'm certain the House will be the beneficiary of his experience and insights for many years to come. He is warmly welcome. My Lords, turning to the SI before us, my noble friend the Minister will not be surprised if I make one comment about active lifestyles. It is well known that one of the strongest measures we can take to tackle COVID is to reduce obesity, increase opportunities for sport, recreation and an active lifestyle, and ensure we are as fit as possible, and an active and well-balanced campaign to be physically and mentally strong is a best way of dealing with COVID. The campaign led by UK Active to keep gyms and leisure facilities open should have the total support of government. And whilst it's critical to seek improvements in the way we treat patients suffering from COVID-19, it is equally important that where gyms and leisure facilities can be safely opened, they should. And I call on government to recognise that and not to close them during this pandemic.